Hello everyone, my name is Rich Keener. I'm the Village Manager for the Village of Villa Park. And today's one of our segments where I'll be talking about an upcoming board meeting. So folks, today's segment I'll be talking about the formal board meeting for Monday, July 13th. So let's start. So number one is the call to order, the roll call. Number two is the Pledge of Allegiance. Number three is the public comments on agenda items. And folks, that's the appropriate time for anyone in the audience to come to the podium, be recognized by our village president, and comment on agenda items that are on the formal agenda that evening. So items that are on the formal agenda. So number four for Monday night, July 13th, is amendments to the agenda. And folks, that's the appropriate time for the village president or board of trustees to modify or revise the formal agenda for Monday night. Number five, we have appointments to boards and commissions. So we have 5A, which is the Environmental Concerns Commission. We have two appointments. We have Marianne Greco and Joe Amore. 5B is Community Pride Commission appointment. We have Cecilia Beaupre, which is an appointment as well. Next, we have 6 is a discussion for the evening. So 6A is our storm, sewers, and streets and the function of infrastructure during rain events. So Public Works staff will discuss the capital improvement plan, stormwater drainage, and assistance programs offered by the village. So a lot of information will be flowing during that discussion. We'll probably talk about some rain events and how the water flows through the village, sewer separation and drainage and things of that nature, and then discuss some programs where we provide assistance to property owners as well. So moving on to number 7 for Monday night is the consent agenda. So we have 7A, which is minutes from the board meeting held on June 22nd, 2020. We have 7B, which is the bill listing for the weeks of June 22nd, June 29th, and July 7th, 2020, in the total amount of $1,936,403.18. So folks, now we're moving on to 8 for Monday night, July 13th, which is ordinances. We have 8A. It's an ordinance of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, establishing temporary executive powers pursuant to Chapter 8, Article 3, Sections 8-301 through 308 of the Villa Park Municipal Code, 65 ILCS 5-11-1-6 of the Illinois Municipal Code, and 20 ILCS 3305-11 of the Illinois Emergency Management Act. So folks, the background on this particular item is that it is the policy of the Village of Villa Park that the village be prepared to address any emergency. Therefore, in response to the significant outbreak of the coronavirus, also known as COVID-19, in the United States, pursuant to Chapter 8, Article 3, Sections 8-301 through 8-308 of the Village of Villa Park Municipal Code, 65 ILCS 5-11-1-6 of the Illinois Municipal Code, and 20 ILCS 3305-11 of the Illinois Emergency Management Act, it is necessary and appropriate to authorize the village president to exercise extraordinary power and authority by executive order during the state of disaster emergency to ensure that the effects of COVID-19 are mitigated and minimized and that residents and visitors in the village remain safe and secure. This ordinance extends the temporary executive powers contained in Ordinance 4156, approved by the Village Board on June 22nd, 2020, until such time that the Village Board can reconvene in an open meeting. So folks, the executive powers, extraordinary powers, if you will, deal more with purchasing and scheduling. It may be necessary to purchase supplies that exceed my purchasing limit, quickly, and such as PPE, protective clothing, masks, any type of cleaners we buy in bulk. It could exceed my purchasing authority, and we need to act quickly. And any type of emergency scheduling that may occur. So this ordinance would help us with that. And it also would help with being reimbursed, as it's talking about a disaster and the Emergency Management Act. So 8B for Monday night, July 13th, is an ordinance of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, granting a variation to allow a shipping container for permanent storage at 324 East Central Boulevard. So folks, the background on this particular item is that the petitioner, Jack Kozar, proposes to utilize a shipping container as a storage unit for the subject property located at 324 East Central Boulevard. The shipping container, measuring 8 feet wide by approximately 10 inches long and 8 feet 6 inches high, would be screened from view and placed along the north lot line in between his buildings. A variance is required as Village Code does not permit permanent outdoor storage containers. Per section 6.11, including section 611(2), H, 4, and 13, temporary outdoor storage containers are permitted up to 60 consecutive days per year, but does not allow them to be used for the purpose of conducting business or selling merchandise. So folks, this storage container would be used as a permanent storage unit on the site on Park Boulevard, also known as Fuel and Crumb, and so you'd be used as storage and being located on a north property line, screened by a fence, so you would not be able to see it. And if you've been to the property, there's not a whole lot of storage in either of the buildings, and it's a needed storage container for permanent use. So moving on to number 9 for Monday night, July 13th, is the resolutions. We have 9A. It's a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, authorizing an appointment of an administrative officer. So folks, the background on this particular item is that the Illinois Municipal Code provides that the village board may designate a qualified administrative officer of the municipality to perform the duties of the village manager at such times that the manager is absent or unable due to disability to perform the duties of the office. So recent staffing changes necessitate the reappointment of a person to this responsibility. It is recommended that the Director of Public Works, Mr. Michael Guerrera, be appointed as administrative officer. So folks, what we're going to do is appoint the Director of Public Works. Right now it's the Director of Public Works, but we've filled the Director of Public Works position about 6-8 weeks ago, and now it's time to move that person into the administrative officer position, which would back me up if I go on vacation or if I'm ill, things of that nature, so that we have someone to help out, etc. So moving on to 9B for Monday night, we have a resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, approving the modifications to the Drainage Assistance Program offered by the Public Works Department. So folks, the background on this particular item is, in an attempt to mitigate problems of standing water on private property, staff reviewed the Drainage Assistance Program and developed alternatives that would allow greater flexibility and resident involvement in the administration of the program. Modifications to the program are recommended that would allow for residents to seek bids following the design provided by the village to determine if a lower price can be achieved, to allow the residents to construct the improvements themselves if they are capable of performing the work, and to allow residents to seek design and bids with the approval of the village. So folks, we have the drainage assistance program offered by Public Works, and right now it's the village actually designs the rear yard drainage projects and then works with the homeowners to seek their 50% to fund the project. But with these changes, the village can still design the project, or the property owner can have someone design the project and actually go out and get quotes, and then the village and the property owner would share in those quotes. And actually, I believe that that would speed up the project getting done much quicker, rather than the village going out for official bids and things of that nature, which sometimes moves a little more slowly than a property owner contacting 3 companies, getting 3 quotes, and moving forward like that. So moving on from Monday night, July 13th, we have 9C, resolution of the Village of Villa Park, DuPage County, Illinois, approving a contract with Era Valdivia Contractors, Inc. of Chicago, Illinois for the Home Avenue Elevated Water Storage Tank Repainting Project, including alternates A1, A2, and A3 in an amount not to exceed $782,520. So folks, the background of this particular item is that the Home Avenue Elevated Water Storage Tank Repainting Project was proposed as a capital improvement in the 2020 budget. The scope of work includes painting one 500,000-gallon elevated tank, including blast cleaning, and painting the interior and exterior of the tank, removing 3 anchor bolts, and removing steel debris. Staff recommends approval of a contract with Era Valdivia Contractors, Inc. for the Home Avenue Elevated Water Storage Tank Repainting Project in an amount not to exceed $782,520. This contract is $147,520 over the originally budgeted amount, due in part to specifications in the tower's location, configuration, and complexity, including the relocation of cell antennas, as well as the importance of the water tower to our water supply system. Funding for this project would be taken from Water Supply Fund account number 8250202401. So folks, this proposal project, if you will, is for painting the Home Avenue water tower right here next to the police station. And as I mentioned, it's painting the interior and exterior, it's sandblasting, but they also have to remove all the cell towers that are located on the water tower, put those on temporary fixtures so that the cell company still provides service. And that area is so small, and we still need to keep that water tower operational because we need those 500,000 gallons per day. So that's why the price is a little more expensive than we originally anticipated, and also that it's a 5-leg tower, and which requires even more painting and sandblasting, and it's more complex. And but it does need it, so once we're done, that painting should be good for about 25 years. So moving on to number 10 for Monday night, July 13th, we have public comments on non-agenda items. So folks, that's the appropriate time for anyone in the audience to come to the podium, be recognized by the village president, and comment on items that are not on the agenda for that evening. We have number 11, the village clerk's report. We have number 12, the village trustees report. We have 13, the village president's report. 14 is my report, the village manager's report. 15 would be adjournment. And then our next meeting is scheduled for July 27th, 2020. So we don't have executive closed session, but we do have a number of interesting items. So if you have some time, please tune in to our YouTube platform or our cable channels, or come in person and participate or watch. So again, my name is Rich Keener. I'm the village manager for Villa Park. And I hope to see you soon. Stay cool. It's pretty warm out there right now. Take care.